2 years. That is how long a loyal heart waited in silence, lost in a maze of survival and hope. Yet today, the impossible unfolds before our eyes. In the midst of everyday chaos, where miracles are often overlooked, one dog's extraordinary journey takes an unforeseen turn. This faithful companion braved a world filled with hidden dangers and unexpected encounters, clinging to the memory of a warm, familiar voice that once brought comfort. Then, in a moment that defies explanation, everything changed. The dog's eyes, worn by hardship yet fueled by an unyielding spark of remembrance, suddenly locked onto a face long believed to be lost. In that electrifying instant, the distance of 2 long years evaporated, replaced by the undeniable power of a bond that time could never erase. The air thickened with a mix of relief, astonishment, and the quiet strength of unconditional loyalty. This is not a simple reunion. It's a testament to the miracles that can occur when hope perseveres against all odds. Stay with us as we delve deeper into a story where every heartbeat echoes love, and every moment challenges the very limits of fate. In a quiet town where simple moments brought deep joy, one dog stood out for its unwavering love and loyalty. Every day, this dog shared gentle companionship with its owner, greeting the morning with bright eyes and a warm wag of its tail. Their bond was more than that of pet and owner. It was a connection that brought light to even the dullest days. Then, one day, everything changed. The familiar sound of paws on the floor and the soft hum of companionship was replaced by an unsettling silence. The dog did not return home. In the early hours of the morning, the owner awoke to find the dog's empty bed in a house that felt strangely cold. No clues were left behind, not even a scrap of fur that could hint at where the beloved friend had gone. The sudden absence left the community puzzled and the owner heartbroken. In the days that followed, the search began. Neighbors and local friends rallied together, posting flyers and sharing memories of happier times. The owner retraced every step, revisiting favorite parks and quiet corners of the town where the dog once played. Each search seemed to widen the mystery rather than solve it. The dog's disappearance was not just a loss. It was a riddle wrapped in silence, leaving everyone to wonder what could drive such a faithful companion away. Speculation started to emerge. Some believed the dog might have wandered off in search of a better life, chasing scents and dreams that only an animal could understand. Others feared that something dangerous might have forced the dog to leave. The owner's heart was caught between hope and despair. Every day, memories of joyful walks and playful moments mingled with the painful uncertainty of the unknown. The story of the missing dog spread slowly through the town, touching the lives of many. People recalled the gentle nature of the pet and how its presence had brought calm and comfort to troubled days. Yet, despite all efforts, the mystery deepened with every passing hour. The unanswered questions loomed large. Why had the dog disappeared without a trace? What events led up to that fateful day, and where could it have gone? In the midst of the lingering sorrow, a quiet determination took hold. The owner refused to let go of hope, cherishing every memory and holding on to the belief that the bond they shared was strong enough to bridge any distance, even time itself. With each new day, the mystery grew, leaving everyone to wonder if there was a hidden journey unfolding beyond the reach of ordinary eyes. As the unanswered questions echoed in the empty rooms of the home, one thing was clear. The story of the missing dog was far from over. The clues were subtle, the path uncertain, and the truth waiting patiently to be revealed. After the dog vanished from the warmth of its home, it embarked on a long and uncertain journey. Every day became a battle for survival as the loyal pet faced the challenges of a harsh world. The familiar comforts were replaced by endless roads, hidden dangers, and moments of hope that flickered in the dark. With each step, the dog's determination grew, driven by a memory of love and a promise of reunion. In the early days, hunger and cold were constant companions. The dog wandered through empty streets and overgrown alleys, searching for food and shelter. Every sound and scent held the promise of a kind soul or a safe haven. Yet, the world outside was unpredictable. Sudden storms forced the dog to seek refuge under sheltering trees or in abandoned doorways. In these trying moments, the animal learned to rely on its keen senses and resourcefulness, as every small discovery became a vital lesson in survival. Throughout its journey, the dog encountered a mix of kindness and peril. On some days, a friendly stranger would share a scrap of food or offer a gentle pat that rekindled the hope of better days. On other days, the road was fraught with danger, roaming strays, harsh weather, and the constant threat of a hostile environment. Even as obstacles piled up, the dog pressed on, its spirit unyielding. Every narrow escape and every found morsel of food built not only its strength but also its resolve to continue, no matter how difficult the path. If you're following this remarkable journey, stay tuned for more twists and turns that reveal the true resilience of the spirit. Stories like this remind us that even in the toughest times, hope finds a way to shine through. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the dog's journey became a mosaic of small victories and hard-earned lessons. It learned to read the changing weather, to identify safe hideaways, and to move quietly when danger loomed. The road was long and lonely, yet every hardship brought the dog closer to its past, a past filled with warmth, care, and a promise of a homecoming. Each step forward was a testament to the strength of a bond that refused to fade, no matter the distance or time. Occasionally, the dog would pause as familiar sounds or scents stirred a distant memory. A laughter echoing from a nearby park, a familiar melody drifting from an open window. These brief moments sparked a glimmer of recognition in the weary traveler. They served as reminders that the journey was not only about survival, but also about holding on to the hope of a long-awaited reunion. Every experience, whether filled with hardship or fleeting kindness, brought the dog a little closer to the truth of its destiny. In this long odyssey of survival, the dog's journey stands as a powerful reminder of nature's relentless will to live. Every challenge met along the way forged a deeper resilience, while every moment of unexpected kindness rekindled the light of hope. The path was filled with uncertainty, yet the memory of a loving home and the promise of reunion pushed the dog forward. As we continue to follow this incredible adventure, questions arise. What twist of fate will lead to the long-anticipated reunion? How have the trials along this arduous journey transformed the dog's spirit? The answers to these questions lie ahead, and the next chapter promises revelations you won't want to miss. At long last, the unexpected became reality. After endless days on the road and countless moments of uncertainty, fate aligned to bring the dog face to face with its long-missed owner. The reunion was not marked by grand fanfare, but by a quiet, almost surreal moment of recognition that sliced through the heavy silence of separation. The day had begun as many others, with the dog moving quietly along a familiar path. A subtle change in the air and a lingering scent nudged it toward a small park. In the midst of the everyday hum of life, a single figure stood near a worn bench. It was the owner, weathered by time but still carrying the warmth of a deep, enduring bond. In an instant, the dog's eyes shone with recognition, and the weight of the long years melted away. Without hesitation, the dog charged forward, the distance that once seemed so vast closing with every eager stride. Memories of shared walks, quiet afternoons, and moments of unspoken understanding filled each step. The owner, sensing the familiar pace, felt a surge of emotions. The sight of the dog, every bit as brave as it was tender, brought a rush of hope and relief. In that split second, both were transported back to days when nothing could break the connection they shared. Their meeting unfolded without words. A soft nudge, a gentle touch, and then an embrace that bridged the years of separation. The owner knelt, arms wide open, drawing in the dog as if to capture every bit of the lost time. In that moment, The park around them seemed to fade into the background. Only the two remained, a living testament to the strength of a bond that had endured hardship, distance, and uncertainty. A small crowd of onlookers paused, their faces showing a mix of wonder and quiet joy as they witnessed the reunion. The owner whispered words of comfort and gratitude, and the dog listened with an expression that spoke of its long journey, a journey filled with both struggle and quiet triumphs. This simple, heartfelt encounter was more than a reunion. It was proof that love and loyalty persist even in the face of overwhelming odds. Even as the reunion warmed hearts, it raised a fresh wave of questions. How had the dog survived the harsh challenges of the road? What hidden struggles had it faced along the way? Each scar and every careful step was a silent chapter of survival, hinting at a story that had yet to be fully told. The reunion, as touching as it was, merely scratched the surface of a tale marked by resilience and determination. As the initial shock of the reunion began to settle, the natural world seemed to echo the deep emotion of the moment. The rustling leaves and the gentle sway of the trees carried the sentiment of an age-old tale of loyalty and love. It was as if nature itself paused to witness the miracle, offering a quiet symphony that harmonized with the beating hearts of both owner and dog. Every bird's call and every soft breeze added to the sense of an unfolding miracle, a reunion that was not just a chance encounter, but the revival of a bond tested by time and distance. In the tender aftermath of their embrace, the owner slowly reached out, and the dog, in a gesture of trust, nudged its head into the owner's hand. A tear glistened in the owner's eye as memories flooded back, of long, lonely days filled with hope and the promise of return. The connection was not simply a moment of recognition. It was the culmination of years of separation, hardship, and unwavering hope. In that embrace, both understood that their lives had been irrevocably intertwined, their hearts beating in unison against the odds. The scene left no observer indifferent, as even the surrounding environment seemed to celebrate the quiet miracle. The air carried whispers of an unspoken promise, and each onlooker felt the impact of the reunion resonate deep within their souls. It was a powerful reminder that some bonds can defy time, distance, and even the harshest of trials. Just as this powerful encounter reassured everyone that true loyalty can weather any storm, a new layer of mystery began to emerge. Hints of the unknown whispered on the breeze, murmurs of further secrets hidden in the dog's past adventures. In the delicate silence that followed the warm reunion, the promise of more untold stories lingered, leaving everyone eager to learn what came next. In the stillness that followed the tender reunion, a new tension began to build at the edges of the park. As the dog rested its head on the owner's lap, a soft rustle from the far side of the trees shattered the calm. The sound was faint, yet it carried an unsettling weight. The owner's eyes narrowed as they scanned the quiet surroundings, and the dog lifted its head, ears pricked in alert. At first, it might have been mistaken for a stray animal, but there was something deliberate in the movement. Shadows shifted between the trees, and the gentle wind seemed to whisper secrets in low tones. Slowly, a figure emerged from behind a stand of old oaks, a person whose presence was both unexpected and unexplained. The dog stiffened immediately, as if it sensed that this newcomer was more than a chance encounter. The owner's heart began to pound as questions flooded their mind. Was this stranger connected to the mystery of the dog's long disappearance, or were they the harbinger of a new challenge? The park, once a haven of simple peace, now felt like the stage for secrets waiting to be revealed. Every small sound and shifting shadow deepened the uncertainty. The figure moved closer, and with each step, the air grew heavier with unspoken questions. The bond between the dog and its owner, already tested by time and loss, now faced a fresh trial. In that charged moment, the quiet hope of reunion balanced on the edge of a new mystery. Before anyone could react, the stranger paused, eyes fixed on the pair. In that heartbeat of silence, it was unclear whether this was a friend or a foe, or if the figure held the key to further secrets of the past. Then, as suddenly as they appeared, the figure melted back into the shadows, leaving behind a trail of questions that promised the true story was only just beginning.